Good morning, dear students. So, today we will start English grammar. So, our first topic is types of nouns. First, we will study what is noun and then what are types of nouns. Okay? So, what are nouns? Do you know what are nouns? Okay. What are nouns? Nouns are words that names a person, place, things, or ideas. Okay? As you all know, noun is the name of noun is the name of place, things, idea, and any person. Okay? The word noun comes from the Latin nomen, that means name. So, what is the meaning of noun? Noun is the naming words. For example, Felix, White House, Nike. So all these are examples of noun, or you can say cat, house and shoes. All these are example of nouns. So exactly what is noun? Just everything that we see, touch, smell, taste, make and even think are nouns. Anything in the world which we can see, touch, smell, taste, make, and even think means thoughts. All these are nouns. For example, car, water, pencil, beans, work, capitalism, psychology, phone, light, etc. So, I think you have got a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or any idea. Anything in this world that we can see, touch, smell, okay, whatever, any idea, any thought, the name of subject, the name of feeling, love, happiness, sorrow, all these are nouns, okay. Types of noun. So we can categorize noun into many ways. So it is a one way to categorize the types of noun. There are 5 types of noun. First is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. So these are 5 types of noun. Let's study one by one. What is proper noun? Proper. So what does proper indicate? Proper is the name of a specific person, place or thing. A particular person, place or thing. It is proper. In English, proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Always it begins with a capital letter. Nouns begin with a capital letter. Proper nouns do not normally have a determiner before them. Example, so here no need to use the, okay, it's already cut in the picture, because it is showing that we should not use the before proper noun. Getting? We can't say the Mohan. Okay, it is the name of a boy. So can you write the Mohan? No, we don't write like this. No, it's wrong. We have to write only what? We have to write Mohan, Shyam. These are proper nouns. So what is the difference between proper noun and our second is what? Common noun. So it's very important to understand the difference between a proper noun and common noun. Proper noun is the name of particular person. For example, Shyam. Shyam is the name of a boy. So here it is. So proper noun, in proper noun, for example, Shyam. If we write Shyam, so Shyam is the name of a boy. So boy is a common noun. Boy may be any boy in this world. Okay, Shyam, Ram, Mohan. So it is common. The word boy is common. That's why boy is common noun. But if I say Mohan, means I am talking about a particular person, a specific person like Shyam or Mohan. So Shyam and Mohan are proper nouns and boy, girl, school, teacher, so all these are common nouns. Boy, girl, school, teacher. All these are common nouns. School. School may be any school in this world. Okay, but if I say Shivam Educational Academy, so it is the name of a particular, a specific school. So Shivam Educational Academy is proper noun and school is common noun. City. City may be any city in this world. So city is common noun and for example Raipur, Bilaspur, it is the name of a specific city. Raipur is the name of a specific city. That's why Raipur is a proper noun. Are you getting the difference between proper noun and common noun? Common noun is a general type of person, general thing, general person means any school, teacher, boy, girl, doctor. But a particular teacher, for example, if I say Amrita ma'am, means you are talking about a particular teacher. So, English teacher, if you say English teacher, so English teacher is a particular teacher which teaches only English. But if I say teacher, so teacher is common noun and English teacher is proper noun. Okay? Common nouns. Common nouns can be divided into smaller classes such as countable, uncountable, concrete, abstract, collective, and verbal. Okay? So we can divide nouns into many ways. Countable noun. Do you know countable noun? Countable means which we can count. Boy. Boy is countable noun. Definitely you can count number of boys. Chair, table, pencil. All these are countable nouns. But what about milk? Can you count milk? No. Water, milk, water, sugar, and oil. All these are what? Uncountable nouns, which cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns, and the nouns which can be counted are called countable nouns. So we will study, okay, in the next video. Now next is what are collective nouns. So as the name indicates, collective. Collective is the collection. So collective means collection. So the things which represent a group, the nouns which are used to represent a group of people, animals or things are called collective nouns. Common collective nouns used for people are, okay, look, a band of musicians. Musicians, there is one musician and there is a group of musicians. Means many musicians are there. In a group, it may be 5, 6 or 4 musicians. So when they form a group, then it is called a band of musicians. This is very important. You must know which collective noun is used for which noun. Okay? Students. For students, you use class. A class of students. A band of musicians. A class of students. A crowd of people. A pack of thieves. Okay? So these are the collective nouns used for people. Now, collective nouns used for animals. For group of animals. An army of ants. Okay? An army of ants. A litter of puppies. A litter of puppies. Then a school of fish. Look, a school of fish. A team of horses. a pride of lions. Fish. So, fish is singular number or plural number? So, plural number of fish is also fish. You know, singular and plural both. Same for fish. So, we will study in the next video countable noun, uncountable noun, singular noun, plural noun. Okay? Yes. So, next is our common collective nouns used for things. A bouquet of flowers. Okay? Flowers. Flowers, for flowers you can use also bunch of flowers or bouquet of flowers. Do you know? Bouquet of flowers which we can gift. Okay? Bouquet of flowers. Next is a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes. A range of mountains. Mountains, if mountains are in group like that, so it is called a range of mountains. Range. Okay? And a pair of shoes. Pair also always represent two things. When two same things are there, two same things, है ना, they form a pair. They form a pair. So a pair of shoes means two shoes. A pair of shoes means always two same shoes. Getting? A pack of cards. Do you know playing cards? So a pack of cards. So all these are example of collective nouns. There are many collective nouns you must know. Okay? Look. For people, for animals and for things. A class of students, an army of soldiers, okay, a catch of fish, an army of ants, a group of islands, a galaxy of stars. So these collective nouns you have to learn, okay. It comes in the exam in the form of fill-ups, matchups, etc. Okay. Next, collective noun done. So we have done proper noun. Second is common noun. Third is collective noun. And fourth is our material noun. So what is material noun? A material noun is the name of a substance of which things are made. Any substance from which we can make something, we can make something is called material noun. For example, iron, gold, brass, marble, copper, steel, cotton, silver. So, you can make many things using iron, gold. Gold is used to make ornaments, jewelry, and marbles, copper, steel, cotton, silver. Okay. So these are the material which are used to make things are called material noun. Exercise. Find out the material noun from the following. Plastic is of much use. So here plastic is your what? Plastic is material noun. Cotton dress is cheap. So cotton is material noun. Iron is very useful metal. So iron is material noun. Getting? Okay, what are concrete nouns? So, material noun, concrete nouns, countable noun, uncountable noun, they all come into the category of your common noun. So, because all these things are common, so there is a different type of classification also. Noun, okay, noun. So, here concrete, concrete noun, and here abstract noun. Concrete and abstract. So what is the meaning of concrete noun and what is the meaning of abstract noun? Let's study. Concrete noun. A concrete noun represents something that can be seen, touched, tasted, heard or smell, which we can see, which we can hear, which we can feel, which we can smell, which we can taste. It is the exact opposite of an abstract noun. So all the things which we can see, can you see me? Yes, you can see me. You can hear me? Yes, definitely. You are listening to me now. Can you feel me? Okay, yes. You can smell. You can smell flowers. You can taste chocolates. So all these things are your concrete noun, a solid thing which you can see, touch, smell, taste. But the things which you cannot see, if I ask, can you see love? Can you see love? It is anything. What is the shape of love? What is the shape of happiness? Can you answer me? No, you can't answer. Okay? So, the things which cannot be seen, touched, tasted, or smelled. Okay? But it can be felt. Okay? We can feel them. So, these things are abstract nouns. A noun which names something that you cannot see, hear, touch, smell, or taste. See, hear, touch, smell, or taste are called what? Which we can see, touch, hear, smell, taste are called concrete nouns, but the nouns which we cannot see, hear, touch, smell, or taste. Example: love, wisdom, freedom, truth, patience, sympathy, kindness, hate, opportunity, happiness, strength, loyalty, friendship, talent, etc. So, all these things. Can you see kindness? Can you see hate? Can you see love? Not possible. So, all these nouns are abstract nouns. Pain, beliefs, justice, charity. So, this is the table of, or this picture is showing many abstract nouns. Okay? And the things which we can see, hear, smell, taste, and what? Here, touch. While touching, we can feel. Okay, by touch. But we cannot touch love. So, these things are called what? Abstract. And the solid, see, hear, touch, smell, taste are concrete nouns. Getting? Examples. Look, this is very good example. Very good table to represent, okay, concrete noun and abstract noun that you can do. You can read yourself. Yes. Now, let's test your knowledge. What is a noun? Yes. Noun is the name of person, place, thing, or idea. What is a concrete noun? A noun that can be seen, touched, heard, tasted, or smelled is called concrete noun. What is an abstract noun? Okay? A noun that cannot be seen, touched, heard, tasted, or felt. They are ideas, qualities, and feelings that can be seen, that cannot be seen or smelled. Okay, but I think we can feel them. We can say, है ना, कि we can feel them, but exactly we cannot touch them. What is a proper noun? A noun that names a specific person, place, thing, or idea. So, example of proper nouns: Shivam Educational Academy, English teacher. If I say what? Taj Mahal, particular building, Raipur, Agra, Havra Mail. So, these are examples of proper noun. But if I say common noun, what is common noun? A noun that names a general person, place, thing, or idea. For example, teacher, doctor, school, boy, girl, cow, dog. Okay? So, these are common nouns. Again, let's revise proper noun and common noun. Proper noun, so you have to reply. If I say your monkey, So what is monkey? Common or proper? Common. But if I say the name of monkey, the name of monkey is Sandy. So it is a name of a particular monkey, specific monkey. So it becomes proper. Getting? What is the name of your pet? Do you have pet at home? So if you have cow, so the name of cow is a common noun because it may be any animal, cow, any cow in the world. But if I say Lakshmi, suppose, so it is your proper noun. Getting? So here we have done what is noun and kinds of noun. I will send you the worksheet for the same and you have to solve. So thank you dear students.